So guys, I'm currently kind of running through Naruto Shippuden, and while watching it, I just couldn't help but think that this anime could never be considered to be better than One Piece. Now, I just want to clarify before I go into why I think this, I am not a hater of Naruto. In fact, I love Naruto way before I even knew what the fuck a One Piece was. I was already finished with the pain arc when I started watching One Piece, so you have to know that I was thoroughly impressed by the shinobi world at that point. I even considered it to be the best anime I ever watched. Like dude, I even believed in my entire being that there didn't exist anything better than Naruto. But after watching like 130 episodes of One Piece, I switched sides. After Alabasta, my opinions on these anime changed completely. I don't say these things lightly because I still believe Naruto is a lower level anime, but I just cannot bring myself to say that it is the greatest thing to ever exist. Both anime have their ups and downs. Typically, the first thing people cry about when they look at the journey of the Straw Hat Pirates is the amount of episodes, and that episode number coupled with the animation quality instantly turns to a dislike for the majority of fools. They go as far as to hate it without actually knowing anything about One Piece. As I said, I am currently rewatching Shippuden, and after a certain point, it just started to get tiring. It is the worst thing ever, and it is not like I didn't know about it. I was with you guys when Shippuden was still in its ongoing phase and you had to wait weekly for episodes to come out just for it to be some bullshit that had nothing to do with anything. Yes, at this point you can of course skip the unnecessary episodes, but it is still such a chore to do. I am also not gonna act like One Piece is this perfect anime that doesn't have any filler or doesn't have any faults, but compared to what the shinobi world has to offer, it's basically nothing. And I never even think about One Piece filler when I'm watching it. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 episodes string together and occasionally an arc, but that's about it. OP does have a particular filler arc though, but it is one of the best fillers I've ever watched in my life. It is actually so fun that I occasionally go back to it just to rewatch it again. That filler arc is actually one of the most enjoyable arcs ever. I will watch it 1,000 times over before I delve into any Naruto filler ever again. But I'm not gonna just sit here and badmouth Naruto and act like it doesn't have any great qualities. If it didn't have great qualities, then I wouldn't be rewatching it right now. If it didn't have great qualities, then I wouldn't have believed it to be the best anime of all time. There are things in Naruto that I definitely pick over One Piece, like for example, the hand-to-hand combat easily surpasses what One Piece has to offer, and I truly like the power system of the shinobi verse over the pirate verse. It is also a very obvious thing, but in actuality, ninjas are cooler than pirates. It is just the truth. One of the biggest things I love about Naruto fights is that there goes a lot of thought into it. I enjoy the strategy that goes behind the fight. It is one of the biggest reasons why I fell in love with Naruto in the first place. I would also like to add that Naruto's OSTs are vastly superior to what One Piece has to offer. Naruto essentially has 2 big problems for me. I addressed the first one and now I'm going on to the second. The unlimited filler is my biggest issue with this incredible anime, but I would also like to mention my other irritation with this franchise, the 6 billion backstories that needs to be shown during every big fight. Like my guy, in certain fights we already know what is what, but just when it's starting to get good, the fight gets paused and we have to watch a backstory that was already explained to us all over again. I get that they used this maneuver so they didn't catch up with the manga, push the unnecessary stuff so you can get more episodes and this way keep your distance from the manga. I understand that, but it still doesn't remedy the insufferable repeating backstories, and bro, sometimes things just doesn't have to be that sad. Everyone doesn't need a sad backstory. A lot of times when that specific sad OST starts, I just completely skip what is to come, and I trust you know exactly what theme I am talking about. One Piece has this thing where it stretches an episode to death, which is very irritating, but somehow it is an easy thing to live with. It is terrible, but compared to what Naruto has, it doesn't even feel like that big of a deal to me. OP also just doesn't want to stop, which would seem like a bad thing, but over these last 14 years, it hasn't bothered me that much. I am not a complete douchebag. I want One Piece to end, but this journey has never irritated me to the level where I get angry enough to make a video about it. This is of course all opinionated, so this could mean nothing to the next person who loves Naruto with their heart and soul, but these 2 faults I mentioned make Naruto unbearable to watch sometimes. I could have added the mind-blowing dick riding that Naruto and Sakura display when Sasuke is involved, but I will choose not to go there. It is one of the things that I cringe about the most, but the filler and the unlimited backstories already eliminate Naruto from the greatest of all time contention. But bro, this is just my opinion on the situation. I know I am a One Piece goon, but I'm also a Naruto goon, and I'm someone who doesn't blindly hate on anime. Even though Naruto makes my blood boil sometimes, it is still one of my favorite anime of all time. I'm also very interested to hear your opinions on the filler situation, or basically just anything about the video. Just drop it in the comment section. Just don't act like a superior anal bead, because I know some Naruto fans act like they are better than every single human being that has been birthed on this planet. Just calm down. It is not that serious. However, I think this is where I stop and just say thanks for watching, and even if you just slightly enjoyed this one, I hope you like and subscribe. And these are not the only anime I talk about. There are many anime gems that you can find here on View with Ice.